This episode will cover a lot of ground. We'll ask him some questions and look at the XRP chart, blockchain backup, and his price predictions for XRP and cryptocurrency insights. He wanted to know why he thought the brief exchange was so amazing. That's what we're going to encounter. We'll look at what BitGet's CEO revealed about his prediction for Bitcoin in the current bull market. Indeed, precisely. Before we talk about the U.S. Treasury Department and what they are lifting, we will wrap up with a quick XRPTA session, so without any further ado, sit down, relax, and let's purchase Bitcoin at $84,218. Ethereum is currently trading at $1,991, down 0.06%, with a mean thin market cap of $2.37. XRP is still in the $2.73 trillion area for cryptocurrencies, the same sum of money that was present at the close of the bull market in 2020. Both USDT and USDC are trading at their dollar pegs, and it is currently up 1.84%. The thread is this: "Hey backer, let's take a close look at it," Crypto Insight said. The XRP charts, when analyzing the XRP to USD and XRP to Bitcoin pairs, mathematically lead to $8 to $10, according to a video published by blockchain advocates. "Hey, this video and explanation are great," Crypto Insight commented. "I have a serious question for you. No. Why do you think that the best XRP to BTC ratio is 8200 stats? Although you focus on the inability to suppress it, I think it is a huge resistance." In response, he says, "Regarding your question, I addressed it in depth in the video above. It's all arithmetic and measurements. Going beyond that would mean deviating from my measurements and accepted conventions, which I must utilize for my conjectures. I wonder what I might have missed." That's basically what he's talking about. He believes that if this cycle continues, XRP will hit $10. Could it possibly be 100%? Could it get up? Totally? Since we don't have any data for anything higher, there isn't a chart after XRP reaches that $4 range, we really have no idea. People, this price's future is questionable. It's what we call price discovery. It's true that everyone shares charts that illustrate what occurs when XRP trades at $4. We don't know. We've never been up there. We don't have any numbers. We have no support or opposition. We don't have any data because the number has never had any. XRP's price has never been higher. What are these TA analysts responsible for? It's simple. They look at previous motions, they try to match them with the course of their current and upcoming movements. That's all. That's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Where will the price cycle of XRP be? No, maybe between 8 and 10. Maybe it makes it to 15. It could be 20. Time will tell. And that's the reason this is so exciting. Big Cat's CEO predicts when Bitcoin will hit $200,000. Indeed, precisely. Drew Chen. He talks about it here. Although the government hasn't purchased Bitcoin yet, he says that might soon change. A move like this will give cryptocurrency institutional legitimacy and long-term price support. Chen taught me about cryptocurrencies. Chen then jumps right in, talking about both temporary and permanent suffering. That's the plan. He asserts that because the price of Bitcoin is highly dependent on macroeconomic factors, investors need to monitor President Trump's actions. In any event, I think that Bitcoin is a reasonable place to start for people who are worried, and I don't think it will drop below 70,000. The possibility that Bitcoin will hit 200,000 in the upcoming year or two no longer appears unlikely. That was funny, wasn't it? I told you it was 65 to 75. I gave myself a 5,000 buffer on both sides. He says from 73 to 78. We are all within the same pricing range here. 200K. On lock, I have 170,000. You see, it does approach 200,000 in my opinion, 1 to 2 years. I don't think it takes that long. We've talked about this before, and I think it will actually happen in the next 7 months. Everyone is really confused. Well, how did people respond in general when Watch a Guru's account was compromised? Twitter, Telegram, and all of your other social media accounts were compromised. Let me explain how this works. These people don't post on Discord, Telegram, Facebook, or Twitter on their own. All of the other social media platforms just display the same content when they post on one of their AI systems. It's the sensible thing to do. Why? This is because you have different audiences that come from YouTube, Facebook, and Telegram. People use their own platforms to get their news. Twitter is not used by everyone. Facebook is not used by everyone. They therefore link these. You can call them AI systems or artificial intelligence. It is sometimes called software. It is done by third parties. You can determine when you post anything that will be shared across multiple platforms, such as Breaking or Just, by connecting all of your profiles. That was the result for this account. It's really logical. Right now, whether the news is accurate or not, I can only declare that time is real. We'll have to wait and see. This is what everyone wishes to be true. Trust me, I also do. You do? I do indeed. I do indeed. Everyone does. If this is the case, where will XRP's price move? Well, it's really simple. It's going to the frickin' moon. It's going to explode up. Swift's use of XRP makes no sense. Yes, it does. It makes perfect sense. Why wouldn't they? They are currently relying on cholesterol-free accounts. That's not clear to me. There is no justification for holding foreign currency just to settle payments when there is a way to reduce or completely eliminate the amount of foreign capital that needs to be held, and there is no counterparty risk, such with XRP. Give it to me. Since XRP has been recognized as a stablecoin by the World Bank, IMF, BIS, and UN, President Trump is holding the cryptocurrency event at the White House. While gold has value but lacks flexibility and stablecoins offer the liquidity associated with money, XRP is a crucial asset since it combines stability, rarity, and effectiveness. You're absolutely correct. XRP has already received stablecoin designations from numerous major organizations, including the World Bank, the IMF, and the BIS. It was years ago, too. Soon later, the U.S. Treasury Department lifts Tornado Cash's economic penalties, a major victory for privacy-soaked projects like the Midnight Network. That's intriguing in and of itself. After the $125 million dispute between Ripple and the SEC is settled, that's all I'm interested in. That's what I'm thinking about. In order to complement it in a way that grants the U.S. government the legal authority to confiscate our gold certificates, Senator Cynthia Lummis believes that the government should buy Bitcoin rather than gold. When we valued them in 1974, they were, I believe, around $46 an ounce. They then increased their market value and used that money to buy Bitcoin. That should enable us to buy 200,000 Bitcoin every year for 5 years, hold on to them for 20 years, and avoid paying more taxes in the meantime. This is actually possible, you see. Do you still think cryptocurrencies will be around for a while? Will cryptocurrencies continue to exist? Dr. Fender shows his chart, and this is exactly what we wanted to hear and see, people. The pattern is as follows. This is what we would like to occur, he said. There will be a small correction back down into the high $4 to $5 zone before we can start our push-up again. It's going up to about $745 for him. He thinks that $18 to $23 will be the sweet spot. He says we may move over $5,000 to $8,000 levels by lengthening our wave, which might reach $77.70 this bull run. The market capitalization is close to $3.5 trillion. We would definitely need to see over $10 trillion invested in the space at this stage. However, he thinks that after hitting the $8 levels, we should expect XRP to move between $18 to $23 in terms of median levels. The RSI, historical pattern applications, and other indicators support this approach. Since it's not entirely clear where you should begin earning money based on the price of XRP, I'm going to tell you this. You have to be prepared at every important stage. Now you have to make your process, get out your ramp, open an Excel spreadsheet, and go into a section. You could want to start selling at 5% and then another 5% at each dollar after that in order to start ramping up gradually and reaching a respectable average. You can be waiting for $18 to $23 while this thing only goes to $8 to $13.